I do not want to wait till next season to find out what happens in this. I might pick up the manga for this show. I really hate to see this show go, gang. I really hate it. There's still so many questions that haven't been answered yet. Heavenly Delusion was a gem amongst this season. It was a really cool concept executed in a really creative and amazing way. I was hooked the whole way through this show, and alongside Oshinoko, basically the anime Hell's Paradise or Kamikaze, this is basically like one of my favorites amongst the season. This is actually like really unexpected. Disney know how to pick the anime. Summertime Renderer and now this anime has the potential to have like a really amazing story. If they do what I think they're gonna do and they keep this up, this show is gonna be goated. Let's talk about the story, man. The story is honestly my favorite part about this show because of the execution. Basically, the show is broken up into two timelines. So there's a current timeline and there's the past. This is Heaven and then there's Delusion. The current timeline follows our main duo, Maru and Kiriko, who's looking for this place named Heaven in this post-dystopian world. This is the Delusion part. Kiriko is looking to reunite with a childhood friend named Robin. Bitch ass nigga. And she also looking for the doctor that operated on her. There are these beings in this world called man-eaters or Hiriko that are extremely dangerous. Maru and Kiriko basically go around hunting them for money. In the past timeline, follows this group of kids that's in this like boarding school type vibe when they're basically learning and like getting raised for a specific reason that we don't know yet. The cool thing about this story is that it unravels and bridges the gap between the past and the future as the episodes go along. I think that's really cool. It's wild, because we 13 episodes in, and we still don't really know shit for real. We don't know anything. It's very minimalist with its like storytelling, and I like it. It encourages theorizing and leaves stuff up for interpretation. I really love that. This show really sells the mystery of the world extremely well, and they're kind of rewarding us for continuing to watch each episode. Bit by bit, they're kind of bringing the two sections of the show closer together, and I'm really excited for the moment where it all connects. I know it's going to make me really happy when that moment comes. This anime has left me extremely curious, and that's actually a really good thing. Towards the end of the first season, they literally just started to make connections between the past and the present. And it's definitely left me with a bunch of theories. It's crazy that a couple things, like small things, have kind of been semi-confirmed maybe already. Like Mimi Hime being a girl that was being kept alive by Shiro, and Shiro being Dr. Usami. But there's a lot of other things that I want to know. Like, how does Kiriko fall into the whole heaven thing? Is Tokyo Maru's mother? Because the baby definitely looks like him. Are the kids Hiriko? And if they are, why do they have a human form? Can Hiriko transform? Why are these kids getting conditioned like this? What's up with Maru's ability to kill Hiriko? What's up with Mikura, the lady that taught him how to kill Hiriko? What's up with Maru's twin? What made Robin turn into a weird ass nigga, or has he always been like this? Where's the doctor that did that damn surgery, and what version of surgery simulator did he have to pull that shit off? Like, it's a lot of questions that I have that I can't wait to be answered. That's why I really want to pick up the manga for this show. All this while developing the Delusion world and having a bunch of cool stuff going on in the outside world, which is really cool, man. All this while also furthering Maru and Kiriko's relationship. One thing about this show's story that I really enjoy is how hard the reality of it hits you. Watching Mimi Hime's final moments, if that was actually her, of course, and watching them look at that tablet after she died was rough. But that's simply the world they live in. Like, tragedy like this happens very often, and no matter how many times I rewatch some of these moments, I never get used to it. They actually like eventually find Robin, and he's on some absolute nut shit. I mean, folks is like weird. That reality hit again because this nigga is basically the main goal of Kiriko's journey. Just to find him and get put in a situation like that is really fucked up. I really hate his ass, I ain't gonna lie. So I kind of wrote most of this before the finale actually came out, and I must say that finale did a wonderful job at answering a few of those questions that I had. And the best thing about it easily, the fact that Maru pulled that solo mission, smoked all them guards, and beat the dog shit out that whole ass nigga Robin. Should've smoked them. They definitely should have smoked them, but that was satisfying. The way that they did this story is extremely wild. It's like wildly good, and I really love shows that make me think like this. I really think it's really creative how they did the storytelling, and the finale was amazing. Like, perfect. It's everything that I wanted. Let's move on to the characters and the character interactions. The character writing in this show is actually really good and rather unpredictable. Kiriko is actually a pretty cool character. Her backstory is super interesting, and it leaves me extremely curious of what her connection to heaven actually is. Like, who are her parents type shit? She has a really cool personality. She's really battle smart. She's kind of like carefree. She's super protective of Maru. But there's this internal conflict going on, of course. That twist at her little brother's brain being in her sister's body is pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't expecting that one. Makes me wonder though if she's part Hiriko since she was like successfully able to go through that surgery, if that makes sense. I'm really excited to learn more about her in the future. I really want to know how her and Maru actually met and how she ended up being his bodyguard too, because I don't think they ever like really touched on that. Maru is really cool too. Maru is a funny ass nigga. Kiriko said that she'll let the nigga touch on her titties for that nigga jumped off the beam like Jeff Hardy. That shit had me cackling. He's a pretty chill dude and he's a raw ass fighter. I'm super curious about him too, strictly because the whole Maru touch thing, his ability like to kill Hiriko with just a touch. And his teacher that taught him that. I'm super curious about his twin or his clone or whatever that is. I think it was a twin. And I wonder how deeply connected he actually is. I really want to know his origin and essentially how the Maru touch actually works. I really like his backstory too. I don't think I was paying attention enough on my first watch through, but Maru really been through some shit. He had a guardian that was looking over him and a group of kids. That guardian got killed by a gang member. And he went with the killer and worked for his gang since he was like a kid, like a shorty type shit. I wonder if his twin is actually still alive. I wonder if Tokyo is actually still alive. And I wonder like if it's in a human form or is it in like full man-eater type shit. Maru is a savage too. When he flipped that switch on Robin, I loved every moment of it because he ain't say a word, not a damn. He ain't say nothing. Straight hands and embarrassment. I loved every moment of that scene, dog. I don't think you understand. Maru actually seems like he's going to be a major part of the solution to the man-eaters as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to see how his story unravels, 1000%. That nigga Robin a weirdo, my nigga. Folks was on some other shit within his first 15 minutes of screen time. From now on, every time Robin pop up on my screen, I'm gonna spit on my monitor. He low-key way sicker than I thought he was. I really want to know like what was in that room and what was he on for, like how sick was he type shit. I actually want to learn more about the kids in Heavens especially too. Especially Tokyo, since I think she's Maru's mother, and Mimihime. Mimihime has had this really odd power that hasn't really been explained yet. And like I wonder what happened to her for her to end up in that condition. If that girl in that hospital bed was actually her, I wonder what happened to her for her to end up like that. These characters haven't even been fully fleshed out yet, so I'm super curious about learning more about them, but at the same time, they've shown enough for me to like or dislike them. The dialogue between the characters has been great so far, so I definitely think they did a great job with the characters in this anime, and great job to all the voice actors, man. Y'all really did some powerful work on this. Y'all made this feel so real. Now, let's move on to the looks, presentation, and music. The animation in this show is actually really good in my opinion. Most of the fights in this shit look amazing, and they're not lazy in this show. They did the little slideshow thing in one of the Hiriko fights again with Kiriko, but that was more of a style choice, and that shit was raw as hell, to be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie. They be throwing hands in this show too. Like actual hand-to-hand combat fights in this shit look amazing. The characters are really expressive. The animations has a really fluid and like bouncy feel. I really appreciate like what they did visually with this show. The music is pretty minimalistic, so it doesn't take anything away from the emotional moments. It only adds to them. But there's this one, they doing it again, bro. There's this one piano track that they play during these like really like important sad ass moments, and that shit be getting me, for that shit be getting me really good. That shit damn near make me fall to my knees, put my hand on my head to look to the sky for. Like that shit be hidden. That piano track hits every time. The intro is really fire. I ain't gonna lie. The intro is really amazing. The outro is good too. So both of these definitely going on my Spotify, 1000%. As far as looks and sound design and music, I would say that I'm really impressed at how they like what they did with this show. This show looks and sounds amazing. Overall, Heavenly Delusion went a very different route to conventional anime storytelling, and they kind of left us to interpret and theorize about certain things, and I honestly love that decision. It's reminiscent of shows like Summertime Renderer and like The Promised Neverland, and I really I really enjoy shows that make me think and like encourage people to like come up with their own theories and then find out if they're actually true or not in the future episodes. I really like shows like that. I've heard some really good theories so far, and as of now, I'm basically just waiting for them to get confirmed. The mystery behind everything in this show and its approach to storytelling makes this a really unique and fun watch, and I can't wait for season 2. I've really had a great time watching this anime week by week. I hope a season 2 confirmation comes very soon. I mean like within the next week or two type shit. I definitely recommend this anime to any anime fan. This shit was a gem Like, this shit was really good. Thank you to the whole team that worked on this, man. I'm really excited to see what you come up with next, and I'm so excited for the next season. It better be a next season. It better. But that's it for me, man. So always have a great day. Love y'all, man. Peace.